How you doing?
So good. That was my first sold out show in Europe.
First one?
First sold out show. Yeah, no,
okay,
sorry,
but this is the second time in Finland.
It's my second time in Finland, yeah.
How you feeling about Finland so far?
Holy shit, Finland's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
How did you like the crowd?
Gnarliest crowd in Europe yet. Like even compared to last time, I mean, just like, what a fucking awesome crowd. Like, just the energy was crazy, man. Beautiful women on shoulders, fucking mosh pits, fucking get that fight that we got.
Yeah, you kicked someone in the face or
No,
something.
I didn't do anything, man.
Okay, let's not talk about it then. Your second album, General Admission, came out like against all the odds. It did
Went number
really
one.
Well.
Yeah,
number
dude,
one
I
in
couldn't
US.
believe it.
So, how are you feeling about that?
Like, confident finally.
Finally.
Yeah, like, and it took me 3 years to make that album, so, you know, like, I don't know what it is, but, you know, I have like 8 different moods a day, so like, you multiply that to what, 365 days a year times 3, that's like
whole lot of emotions.
100,000 fucking emotions, you know what I'm saying? So
That's
like,
great.
There's those days where you wake up and you're like, I hate this. I don't think it's gonna last. I'm not where I want to be. Other days you're like, I'm the best. Why aren't I? Where the other? Or you know, some days I wake up and I'm performing in front of 20,000 people, and then the next day you wake up and there's 60 people. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it's just such a crazy roller coaster ride that you spend 3 years on a project. By the time you put it out, you don't even know if you like it anymore. You don't know if anyone's gonna listen to it. You don't know anything. And especially since I don't have a big like celebrity friend list to like promote my shit, and I don't have a big radio presence either, that when it came out and went number one, I was like, whoa, like, because I don't think none of it. I didn't see that shit coming at all. I was like, what the fuck happened?
I think it's surprising that still you haven't had that major radio hit, so nobody was expecting that to happen.
But the live show is what carries it this far, because none of those people that see us in concert forget that experience, man, because we make like a super intimate connection happen.
How did you choose the people that you work with on the album? Like, there weren't that many big names.
No.
Kid Rock, I think, was the only one that everybody knows.
Yeah.
How did you choose those people?
Because they were like artists in the sense of they were the ones who were writing the lyrics with me on that for the choruses or something, like, you know, like they were the ones that were actually in the studio, and it didn't make sense to take some. I'm not really a big person on taking somebody else's words and having some like big name sing it. I just think that sucks, you know. It's like I think it works with a couple people, like a Beyonce or something, who's just such a great entertainer all around that, you know, her talent goes beyond just writing, right? So it doesn't really matter if she writes all her songs or not, because she performs them so well and her voice is so beautiful. But, you know, I'm a big believer in the underdog, so I like the people that are behind the scenes, like really creating all these amazing thoughts that don't really get attention, because that's how I was. So, you know, I just decided to keep a lot of those same people on the tracks. But the Bad Motherfucker joint with me and Kid Rock, that was something that we wrote, that he ended up singing later out of that none of us knew was happening. And I just showed up to the studio one day after we had already threw that song away. We didn't like it because we were like, it sounds like we're trying to be Kid Rock. And then Kid Rock ended up getting on the record, and I was like, holy shit, it makes sense. Like, this is how it was supposed to sound. And then, you know, it became what it was.
A lot of people have said that they can hear growth with your new music. Where do you think that comes from? What made you sound like you've grown with your music and moved forward?
Well, I wrote that first album when I was 20 years old, 21 years old. And then I wrote this second album. I'm 25 now, so.
Yeah, you older, but are there some other things that made you
Well, I think
better?
You know, I think having a child when you're poor, coming up, getting a record deal, getting a bunch of money that you lose, that I lost very quickly, and I didn't even have anything to show for it. So you like go from being broke to rich to broke again without even having anything to show for it, and then you know, you're not a part of the hype train, so you're kind of fighting all of these, like, you're fighting all your peers because no one's really understands you. And you know, I was just growing up real fast. I had a lot of friends pass away in the past couple of years. You know, my best friend is locked up doing a long time, and you know, he's not out here to experience all that, but you know, I still gotta hold him down and put money on his books. And you know, I'm mending relationships with my father that were broken for so many years. Like, these are all things that happened in the past couple. Hey, yo, give me a second. That happened in the past couple of years that I was just way too immature to face before. So, you know, I think I was just more comfortable, like, painting the full picture this time as opposed to just outlining it, which I did before. So, you know, now you get the full thing.
Like you said yourself, like, you have this background, and actually, if you compare it to a lot of other artists or rappers who have succeeded, have this kind of similar background with facing homelessness or drug problems or stuff. Do you think those things can help you with your career, or like give you the type of hunger that usually doesn't come to people who haven't faced those kind of problems?
Yeah, but I also think now I see it like, I see some artists see that we are successful off of that, or that we've had this connection with people off of that. So like, people try and like almost copy it, and like it just becomes like really redundant and annoying. So, you know, sometimes it seems like a broken record player, you know, like, why are you fucking wanting all this sympathy, you know what I mean? When someone like me is just documenting it and like putting it out there, like, maybe you guys will relate and maybe not. And then I never knew that it was going to equal out to like grown men crying when they meet me, or like women being like, yo, like, I stopped shooting heroin because of you, or, you know, I'm 90 days sober and your music's the only thing that's helping me cope. You know, I don't know, dude. And now I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, because things are starting to go well for me. So what the fuck am I gonna write about now?
Yeah, right? Do you have any ideas for the future? Like, what are the things that you want to write about?
I do. I have something I really want to do. I want to write about women. I've never wrote about women, right? Like, I never had like a great relationship with a woman, because, you know, I didn't have that great of a relationship with my mom after she bounced. So, and then like the like, just girls, like, I was just never cool, and like girls didn't like me back in the day, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit. So I never really had those like relationships and to talk about until like recently, you know what I'm saying? And I never knew what love was, and I only knew what hate was. And so that's why when I rap, I'm so goddamn angry. But like, you know, now I have these like moments where I'm like, oh my God, this is, you know, this, like, or like, you know, like, I don't know, I want to do some songs for the beautiful women that I've met in my life that have made me happy, you know what I'm saying? And not just my daughter, but, you know, I like, you know what, we have so many fucking girl fans all the time that I'm just like, yo, man, why do I never do any songs for you? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they hate me for never doing any nice sensual songs.
But maybe that makes you different and unique. That
yeah, but I'm
everybody
not.
Is singing
but when I
about
do
the
it,
women.
yes, but when I do it, I'm not gonna be like gently singing. Like, I'm a gnarly motherfucker. I'm gonna talk about choking my bitch and making love and all that other shit. You know what I mean?
Can't
but like,
wait to hear that.
Yeah, it's just gonna be. It's gonna be like my style of shit. I don't know how. I'm not gonna be singing. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know.
You mentioned your daughter. How much is she involved with this lifestyle?
Dude, all the way.
Okay.
All the way. I just don't like post her pictures or anything anymore, but she's like, as far as being down with Machine Gun Kelly, what? #1 fan, dude. You can't tell her that her dad's not the best. She'll tell you in a second.
You've been acting in like recent years. Is that something that's like extra activity, just fun to do, or do you think that it's like career maybe in the future with acting?
I just got.
Do you see a future in the whole thing?
Well, I'm the lead role in a TV series that just got picked up by Showtime.
Okay, that I didn't know about.
And it's directed by Cameron Crowe, who did Almost Famous and Jerry Maguire, and so shit, that's a job.
That's a job.
Yeah, I gotta shoot the whole series, right?
So you definitely think that you will be doing more acting in the future?
Yeah.
Also? Okay.
I want to play like a Mexican gangster in the movie. Okay. Orale.
What about your fan base is quite like crazy, and they have like really hardcore fans. What do you think, why is the reason why they love you so much? And they're actually stuck with you for so long?
Because we didn't just pitch the music to them, we pitched like a lifestyle and like, I dress like them and look like them, and they all are like, they feel like, holy shit, man, that guy's like me. And like we talk about shit other people, you know, like even just speaking of heroin, it's just like that's like a very sensitive subject that also you can't speak on unless there's like true knowledge of that whole scene. And like, but that's an epidemic around the world that's killing so many people that I've seen it firsthand. And like, you know, so when I talked about that, I mean, shit, if you save someone's life, or like if you ran away from home and that song came on that just made you like feel okay, wouldn't you love that artist for the rest of your life? You'd be like, damn, you really, like you were there for me, like this one time when maybe I was not thinking about coming back, or you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, I think people just, they find my music and that helps them cope.
Maybe as a last question, since you're so much involved with the hip-hop scene and you're doing rap, do you think, as you being a white rapper, you have to do more work or prove yourself in different ways as maybe a black rapper?
Yeah, but I think you should though. I mean, that's the point. You know, if everyone's just getting in the hip-hop industry, which they kind of are now, but if everyone's just getting in, it's just like, that sucks. It's supposed to be only the roughest, toughest, baddest motherfuckers should be able to get through, you know what I'm saying? I used to get jumped just because I was a white boy trying to rap. So like, if I had to get my ass beat and go through all that mocking and making fun of and people crumpling my raps up or calling me a wigger, or people fucking thinking I'm, you know, whatever the fuck, they gotta do that shit too, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you join a gang, motherfucker, you gotta get jumped in, you gotta get that ass whooped and like feel the pain of like what it takes to get in this shit. So that's why I hold my head so fucking high, cause like, you know, I earned it. So if I get a Grammy, you're not gonna see like the hip hop community be like, what the fuck, man? Why the Machine Gun? You know what I'm saying? Like how they did other motherfuckers, because I earned my shit. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be people being like, damn, I watched him for years try and get respect. Just like when that #1 album came out. Me and The Game dropped on the same day. The Game is, fuck, dude, I grew up idolizing that man. You know what I'm saying? He's a huge name. He has the most popular fucking reality show on TV in the United States of America right now. And he even like Instagrammed a picture of my album and was like, damn, man, like, this is cool. Cause it's just like a lot of people seen me, you know, go, and it's still very slow of a rise, but like, you know, I don't know. I just think like I don't know, yeah. So yeah, I think you had to prove something. Now I don't feel like I have to prove anything anymore, but like, yeah, that's the point though. You're supposed to prove shit. But if you're black too, you gotta prove shit. Everybody gotta prove. It's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's like being a rich motherfucker and trying to rap. Just doesn't really work like that. It's for the underdogs. It's for the helpless. It's like, this is shit to help people get out of the ghetto. You know what I mean? Like that's how it started. So, you know, it was the same shit with it's like fucking being I don't know. I can go on for days about that shit.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.